Robin enjoyer, but he has picked up a better character and for the right reason. So yeah, you know.
Is this mic working? Can both of us be heard?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, great. So Aegis just happened to be like one of the best characters here, and it sucks because they're very frustrating and very loud to play against. So it's never a pleasurable experience ever whenever you have to play against them, just because they're always in your face. The good news is, though, whenever you play a Shoto, it's good to have them in your face. The bad news is Aegis just happen to have crazy buttons.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's dead. No, he's not dead.
No, yeah, great
really
DI,
good DI.
great DI. Ulric, you know, being a Shoto main, obviously he has the sort of choice between Ryu and Ken that he oftentimes has to think about.
Yeah, and he has the discipline to, you know when and when not to approach. Because, like, it's really hard to approach with the Shotos. What are you going to do, like, use Nair? Exactly. That's really all you got. So it's, like, it's really good as a Shoto to get a lead.
Right.
Because if you get a lead, then, you know, they're going to be approaching, and you are a character that's... I mean, yeah, it's just Aegis. You know, Struggle Bus City, dude. But, you know, he has a lead right now, but, I mean, not anymore, but the Shotos are really good at, you know, maintaining a lead, because if you're the one that's approaching, you're the one that's going to be, like, taking a shit ton of damage, because, you know, they just get in your face, and you're at 69, and there's not really too much you can do about it.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, this is sort of a reversal of situations from what we just had with, and that's the thing that's so scary.
The great equalizer.
The thing that's so scary.
It's the humbling. Literally, it's like, you know, it's like whenever you play against the Shotos, and from personal experience, it's like you're doing great, you make one mistake, you kind of just die.
Yeah.
And you gotta hold that, because it's like, you'd think, because as the Shotos, it's like you really shouldn't be losing against them, but it's like they're definitely a lot more knowledgeable on the matchup than you are, so you just gotta hold that.
Oh yeah, covers the whole platform. That was
this is basically
Pyra.
even.
Yeah. But here we go. Pretty even going into the final stocks here as we see Say get Ulric into the corner, but once the Shotos carry you to this position when you're in the corner, this is the scary position.
Literally, like, I mean, you got that Fighter Pass 2 privilege, but Shotos, their corner pressure is kind of absurd, but I feel like they're rushing to get the kill right now. You don't need to force a kill, especially when you're this far in the lead.
Yeah, but, you know, how do you get down, right? Sometimes it's very difficult, but a spot dodge.
Ulric with the
will lead
game one.
Yeah, game one for Ulric.
I did it!
Andy's being a goober behind us. What's new, though? Ultimate goober status. Are you enrolling at UH again next semester?
Not next semester. But hopefully after.
Okay. Well,
the timeline's been pushed back a little bit, but it's still there.
Game 2.
Game 2. Back to Battlefield. No.
Okay. So, okay, did you see that, how far he got away from that with that Bats Within or whatever it's called?
Yeah, the foresight.
Aegis is kind of crazy, and I'm sure we already know this, but it's still, like, astounding how good they are. It's very frustrating to watch them play. I'm like, oh my god, they just got the whole shebang. And then you get them off stage. You know,
off stage, though,
their disadvantage complements Ken very well, because they suck off stage, and his corner pressure is basically like what he does.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one thing we've seen all set, right? Say struggled a lot to get out the corner, but right there, Ulric a little bit too far.
Oh, that was really nice. Gosh, I mean, that's basically like area denial. If we put that in Shulk, that's like a Shulk fair, but behind. Yeah, it's like you get area denied. You can't even do anything. It's like you just happen to be in an unfortunate position. Oh my god.
All right, game slowing down a little bit.
Said people claim Ulric is mashing, but I disagree. I think it's impossible to mash. I'm joking. No. I said, well, you can't mash as a Shoto.
Hey,
no freaking way. Gosh, you just be dying sometimes too.
Yeah.
That Shoryuken hurts.
Roll towards center. Ulric.
You know, this is like, if you ignore foresight or whatever, you know, this is like a combo or two away from even. So it's just like, if he can like hold him at ledge, this is basically even. But you know, when you're as lagless as the Aegis, it's kind of hard to really get in if they're with the lead.
Yeah. I feel like this has been one of the better ledge sequences from Sei over here.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been able to keep Ulric in disadvantage for as long as he has so far, 140%.
Because we've been talking a lot about Ken corner pressure.
Yeah.
Aegis corner pressure is just as crazy. It's so hard to get off ledge versus them because of how much space they can cover and how fast they generally are.
Yeah.
And just their hitboxes are just absurd. So, you know, it's really rough. Like, playing from behind against them is super hard. And, I mean, it's showed here. Sei's talented, Ulric's talented, but it's like, this is like night and day compared to last game.
Oh, Sei trying to spot dodge the up B, but great delay by Ulric. He's going to actually get the hit and
He's gonna
convert it into... Oh, that was maybe something.
Ulric keeps trying to read options up close.
I feel like that's a couple
but
times
I
now
feel
where
like if they're not doing anything, I don't think that'd really be necessary.
Great option to get off ledge by Sei, and
Just terrifying. That was so good though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, how are you alive?
but alive
Okay.
he is still, and
It's
got to
alright.
hold shield there. Nice up off there.
Okay.
Good answer. You know, good answer to Sei's edge guard so far by Ulric. Hasn't really been caught too much.
Oh! You know,
The long-lasting
always got
hitbox
that
coming
third
through.
chance at life, I guess. Like, oh, good night though. You know, that was a very that was a game. Do you know how far in the bracket this is?
This should be. I actually don't know. Oh, it's round 1. So round 2 because there's
So,
technically a bye,
losers
but
round
it's both of their first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Word.
Winners round 1.
Gotcha.
Or round 2 technically.
Okay, so we're still winners. Gotcha. Yeah.
Mythra.
But yeah, both of these great players. Mean
For
pretty
game
early
3,
so far, but
you see, I don't agree with the character switch.
oh, we're going with Ryu. I mean, Ryu is kind of, I would say, the main.
Yeah,
role,
yeah,
right?
definitely the main.
so-
But I feel like in this matchup, just because Fireball is like a very good option, right? But Foresight, you just get through it, and that's your main option to force approaches,
True, but
because you don't have the approaching power that you do with Ken.
hey, sometimes you give your opponent a different look,
Oh my
and
god,
converts
good
into
night.
death. And, hey,
That
maybe-
was so good though.
Maybe he's proven
Yeah.
proven the doubters wrong a little bit right here.
So I am a doubter, but you know, I might be humbled real quick because Shotos with the lead is just terrifying. And it's so hard to play, especially like disadvantage. It doesn't matter if you're a top tier. Your disadvantage is gonna suck against the Shotos.
Yep.
It's just gonna happen, and you know you can't really do too much about that unless you're like Snake. But it's so hard to like really play forward the way you do with the lead against the Shotos, because sometimes you just eat like 30%. I mean, we saw last set, you know, Wandon forced Frog to play from behind the whole time, and he just like would eat like 70% from interactions. And, you know, it's like you get one opening as a Shoto, and you just steal 60% is absurd.
But hasn't really been able to find this
Yeah.
opening. Hasn't really been able to get through the Hadoken pressure. But Ulric trying to make something happen offensively right there and get stuffed out. And what a stock by Sei. Yeah.
Period. So, you know, it's the great equalizer, Mythra advantage.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so...
Oh,
Oh,
what
that's
a-
really good. That was a very good
That
option
second
coverage.
Shaku was
The option
so
coverage
great,
was
yeah.
very nice.
That was so great. But Ulric gonna retreat.
It also
Ooh,
does like 35% damage.
barely clipped, and to the corner we go. And,
Free 23, I guess.
yeah.
Okay, getting off ledge against Aegis is its own game. Oh my gosh, it's so rough.
Oh, Ulric going high, and
that's another thing is I feel like the multi-hit that comes with Kens does a lot better because if say foresights your side B, your Tatsu, you know, you're just waiting to get F smash. And that move lasts forever, and it's single hit, so sometimes you get stuck there.
oh, committing a little bit too hard to the full sequence there, but still has him at the corner. This is the position Ulric wants Say to be in. Oh,
He's forcing. He's
out of it.
trying to force kills, and he's just racking up damage. It's just terrifying.
Back to neutral now. Say
that was
missing
actually
the F
really
smash,
good.
yeah.
That F smash is so freaking like hard to deal with. Okay, the backer. All
The
right.
slow moving Hadouken. We
Seriously.
see that really tripping Say up right there. Back to the corner for Ulric. Can he get out? Yes, he does.
325, and you know, so this is even if you can.
Oh. And that is gonna be
The great
set. Say.
that spike did numbers. That was absurd. That last game.